Sounds good. Okay, Izzy, hi. Welcome to your interview. Before we get started, well, obviously, I got to know a little bit more about you on like our introductory phone call and everything. So, just a couple of things that I wanted to get to hear about you. I know we had talked. You graduated last year from Broadneck. Currently, freshman at Tulsa right now. Biology. Want to go into dentistry later on. Pretty involved on campus. I know ultimate frisbee, like figure skating, like keep yourself pretty busy. That's awesome to get to hear. But I know I talked about our company a little bit. Aside, from what we had talked about previously, like, have you ever heard about Vector or Cutco, other than like what I mentioned earlier?
Yes, I have. My parents own the appliances.
Oh, cool. Okay, so I already have some. Like, they tell you how long they've had it for?
Had it for about over 20 years, probably.
There you go. Yep, and that's super cool. Like, getting to have anything over 20 years is just really great. But it goes to show you like the longevity of our product. People really love it. Have you ever used it before?
I have used it before, yes.
Like, what do you think when you get to cut stuff up?
It's definitely made me a knife snob, because I'll go over to my friends' houses and they don't have it, and I definitely prefer our knives.
Awesome. Love to get to hear that. And then, I know we talked a little bit more about like what you're doing sports wise at school, but like any extra experience, extracurriculars, leadership I should be aware of?
Well, I've been Girl Scout for 13 years, and I'm also in the Dental Honor Society, and also for my Frisbee team, I'm social chair.
By the way, throughout this time, I'd be taking notes on everything they're talking about as well when I go through. Okay. Love to get to hear that. So definitely some leadership experiences there, which is great. I get to hear you're somebody that sticks with things when you set your mind to it. And then is there anything really you're looking for right now? Maybe like a specific set of skills, experiences that you're looking for to get to gain in a job? Could just be like money, resume booster, fun work environment. Like what's important to you?
I'm definitely looking to make some money and do something that's a little flexible that can work around my limited time I have.
Cool. I think that's what a lot of people here are looking for. But great to get to hear those are the things that like you really value and look forward to. So pretty simple for today. It's less than 30 minutes, but I'm going to cover our company and what we do. I'll cover the position that you're specifically interviewing for. And then at the end, we'll be able to make a final decision together. Sound pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, let me get some basic information first. Feel free to take any notes here on our company. So products are very high quality items made for the home and kitchen, plus some outdoor items, American made in our factory in Olean, New York, just outside of Buffalo. High quality kitchen cutlery and cookware, along with some gardening, fishing, hunting items, but primarily things for the home and kitchen. Cutco's been around since 1949. Vector's been in business since 1981. And currently we're number one in our market with annual sales over $275 million. Cutco's our parent company. Vector is the company you'd be working for. Cutco makes the product. Vector is the team that market and sells it. A lot of big brands work this way, like Toyota owns Lexus, Meta owns Facebook and Instagram. Same concept here. Cutco is the company behind the product. Vector is the company that gives students the opportunity to represent it. I'm going to show you a quick video that explains what we do, just real quick, that way you can see it. So video is only a couple minutes long. What I'm going to basically cover is to show you a little bit more about our representative role, what you'd be showing off and supporting here as well with our advertisement team. And then I'm also going to show you a little bit more about what your role is here too. So first off, I'm going to tell you that one of the greatest parts about our opportunity here, when I was starting this job in sales, I had zero experience. And so it was really nice to get to know I had a guaranteed rate of pay, regardless of sales, but I could make a lot more based on my commission there. So we'll cover that for our representatives and a couple of the main skills that they earn. And then we'll talk a little bit more about your role here as a brand ambassador. They're going to refer to it as SMRI, but for you it's brand ambassador. And I'll stop in between to give a couple caveats on the things they'll say on the video here. But this will give you kind of a general idea of what the role entails.
Everybody, but we practice a policy called no negative endings. In fact, when somebody moves on from working with us, they get a mailed and signed letter from the president and CEO of the company saying thank you for their energy and effort, even if they didn't make any sales. Why? Because we feel like it's the right thing to do. The reason we don't look for people with experience is because a student will not know if the position is a fit for them until they check it out. This is why our team building philosophy is to invite as many people as possible to learn more about us. That way they know what we do and how we conduct our business, and also we can learn about them and work with the best. We can teach anybody, and I mean anybody, to become the best communicator they can be, no matter how shy or unskilled when they start. We help everybody level up, which is why we were recently listed as a top 20 company to work for in USA Today, and why Inc. magazine said, if you want to learn how to sell, Cutco is a good place to learn. Now, this is not the position that our social media team actually does. They don't do any of that. But I wanted to cover all that because the sales rep position is what our influencers personally represent. We call our collaborators social media recruiting influencers, and their one sentence.
Like I said, they're going to refer to it as SMRI. Your role is BA or brand ambassador.
Job description is this: to invite as many people as possible to check out the flexible work-from-home sales positions, both their personal connections, that is, people they know, including their classmates and friends, and their fan following as well. I always tell people up front this type of collaboration isn't for everybody. It's for people that want to learn the full spectrum of brand marketing, who want to work with people one-on-one, and have lots of individual conversations over direct message, and who are willing to step outside their comfort zone and be challenged. I would say ideal candidates have an engaged following of at least 1,000 people. Of course, we work with people that have 5- and 6-figure followings, but it's not just about numbers. Every follower is a person, and every invitation has the potential to change someone's life. If someone is offered an opportunity with us, they do invites in 3 different ways. The first is through direct messages.
We don't do direct messaging, but the other 2 that we do, you'll see they talk about one-on-one conversations or 3-way text messaging, and then posting stories. And that'll be the main fundamental ways that you help with recruiting for our position.
The second is through conversations. The worst thing for our brand would be if somebody had a question or was interested in learning more and they didn't respond to them. That'd be a waste of everyone's time. We expect our brand ambassadors to be professional and respond to questions and inquiries. So we have a bonus program to reward the influencers who have the highest engagement. And the third way is through posts. Making content is fun, especially when you're getting paid for it. And so our goal isn't to turn them into a Cutco billboard. We have brand guidelines with some basic do's and don'ts like every other company. We expect our brand ambassadors to represent us in an authentic and honest way. What's unique about working with us? We encourage them to work together and learn from each other. If somebody puts out a good story post that gets a ton of engagement, they'll share it with the community to inspire each other. If they're local to one another, they may publish together or invite friends to be with them. Same reason why musicians in different genres collaborate. This is how you build an audience. People join us at different levels of experience. Some of them have never represented the brand before. And so our goal, just like with our sales team, is to leave them better, wiser, and with a bigger audience than when they started. We aren't theoretical. We teach them from our own personal experience as we ourselves look to get better and better. Over the years, we've gotten to be a part of many exciting journeys of extremely talented people, and we love it. If somebody is passionate about growing their brand or excited to learn high-level marketing alongside other creative and talented individuals, then this position is going to be a very good fit. People who give us their best, who take feedback well, and have an A+ attitude. We want to become a meaningful part of their journey.
All right, so that kind of goes over a lot of the main details here of our role, and I'll cover the rest with you here for today. So you're getting a little bit of an insight there to what our brand ambassador program and position is here. Something worth noting here about our company, too, is that we are actually the largest college student recruiting company in North America, so we do have a really big responsibility. In terms of our sales program, we do have representatives that work for Vector and sell Cutco professionally as a career, but the majority of representatives are college students looking for flexible work. To cater to that, we created a college-accredited sales training program that allows them to receive low-pressure sales skills they need, as well as all the info to succeed at marketing our products. Our goal for this spring semester is that our students get to earn anywhere between $2,000 to $3,000 worth of income, while top earners earn anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 here working with our team. But surprisingly, what makes this really exciting, sought-after position is the resume experience and overall experience we provide, regardless of major or career path. We work with finance majors, pre-med, pre-law, engineers, and everything in between. Izzy Miller on our team. She's currently a freshman at Towson, and Izzy wants to be a dentist, but she knows as someone that wants to own her own practice in the future, it's going to be very important that she knows how to talk to people and learn how to run a business right now. Isaiah Mitchell on our team. Isaiah, he currently goes to Xavier University in Louisiana. Isaiah wants to be an emergency medicine doctor. And so for him right now, he knows he needs to be able to confidently talk about care plans and meet with different kinds of people and families. They have to have ultimate confidence in his communication skills and his ability to provide for them. And he knows he can learn those here that he can apply for a long time. So we provide a lot of soft skills you can't even put on a resume, like confidence, communication, time management, rapport building, and professionalism. Plus, obvious resume boosters like phone skills, handling customer concerns, consumer psychology, retaining clients, and of course, sales. We give quantifiable proof of success on a resume. If you work at a restaurant, you can't say how much revenue you produced or how many clients you created. Here, reps can say exactly how much revenue they generated, clients they've helped, customers they brought in. It's proof of success, unlike any other job that young people can get. In summary, for student sales reps, they get a high-income opportunity, gain meaningful experience around school, they get a unique, fun atmosphere, as well as travel and opportunities post-college for their career. Now, with our brand ambassador position here, I understand you're not applying for the sales rep role. However, that's the position that you're representing on social media, so I just want to make sure you know exactly what you'd be offering to people. As a brand ambassador, your job would be to help us get the word out about the position. Now, we know that not everybody wants to do sales. However, we at least want to make sure everyone knows that the opportunity is available. The first part of the job will be using your personal social media account to advertise and recruit for the sales position. As a brand ambassador, you would be the person who's paid to endorse or promote a company's products or services, and our key requirements of the job are pretty simple. A willingness to put up story posts on Instagram and Snapchat. These could be a story post, just one picture of you or some friends or your school, just so that people know it's actually you, that says we have work available with a link to apply. And a willingness to help us send out some three-way messages to people within your personal network to let them know we have work available for the semester. What social media platforms would you say that you're like the most active on?
I'd say I'm definitely the most active on Instagram.
Awesome. Sounds great. I know we'd already talked. You said you'd already had over 1,000 followers there, which was really great. And then in terms of like direct messages, we typically do this, through a three-way text to people or even through like Snapchat or something to let them know if they're looking. We have flexible work available for the semester there too, with a starting base pay of $30. So your job's pretty simple. It'd be to send direct messages giving people info about the job and post on your story. We'd set you with a 2-hour paid training to get you started and show you what to do. And then you'd have 1 to 2 90-minute to 2-hour follow-up shifts with me. In total, you're looking at about like 5 to 6 hours worth of work. If it goes well, you want to keep going, we can always add more shifts on from there. In terms of our pay, it's really simple. $18 an hour plus bonuses available too. Typically, our bonus program is anyone that you get into an interview, you get a $5 bonus per person. So the more people that are excited about the opportunity, they get into an interview, we'll give you a $5 bonus as a thank you for working hard to help get some great talent in the door. Now, we can also decide whether to have you transition to the sales rep role or a receptionist role later on here, too. There's plenty of room for growth. Kylie Corcoran just started on our team. Kylie originally was a brand ambassador and then decided to do the sales rep role. And she started last week around her busy schedule playing D1 field hockey at Fairfield. She's already over her first promotion on the job. So she's already earned a pay increase within her first week, which is super exciting. I would say that most of our brand ambassadors, like Kylie, try out the rep position because they enjoy the experience that they can get. And a big perk is they don't even have to interview once again, since we already know we want to get to interview with them and work with them in the role. So in summary, if you like talking with people consistently on a professional and personal level, you want to help us build a championship team by getting some talent in the door and learn how to get to interact with all kinds of people while gaining meaningful experience. In other words, like specific quantifiable resume experience, you'd be able to get to say how many students you help get jobs, how much sales revenue you help them generate, and you'd also get mentorship from myself and great people within our office and organization here too. And this might be the place for you. Now, a couple goals as to why I'm really excited about the year thus far, really is just get impact people's lives. Last year, our office finished around $300,000 in total sales. We're looking to get to double that to exit for this year, finish over $600,000. We're currently one of the top leading offices in the nation right now for our category, and so we're looking to continue that success going with around $70,000 worth of sales thus far this year from a lot of college student representatives. Our goal is to get to be the top team in our DC Metro division, but also within our Northeast region. And we're looking to help college students open up 10 brand new offices. One of the greatest opportunities here with our role is that people on our team have the opportunity to actually get to run their own business as a college student. We have 2 people on our team, Izzy at Towson and Krista at McDaniel. They're actually going to get to run their own business as college students here this summer. But we're looking to help 10 students do that next summer as a way to have that ultimate internship experience for their future career. Our main goal, regardless if somebody works here for 3 months, 3 years, the rest of their college career and beyond, is we can leave people better than we found them, with skills that they're going to utilize not just throughout their college career or their daily life, but through the rest of their life that are really going to help them get to that next level. That's exactly why we need all the help we can with building an amazing team. So in summary here, Izzy, now that you got to learn all about the role, what did you think so far?
I thought that it was a really good opportunity and very unique, and is very good for building those skills that I can use to further my career.
Fantastic. Good to hear. And then did you have any questions or anything maybe I didn't really touch on or elaborate on that I could help with?
I would say, can you go over the pay again?
Yes,
How
sir.
that system works?
Sure. So it's going to be $18 per hour plus $5 per person that gets to interview with our team directly from the work that you do. So you'll go through a 2-hour paid training. That's going to be $18 an hour. And then any of the work that you do in your follow-up shifts or from the story posts you put up, anyone that does apply and interview, you get a $5 bonus at the end of the week just for helping us get some talent in the door. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you for clarifying.
Awesome. Sounds great. So I have 2 quick questions for you before we wrap up here for today. Now that you got to learn all about our company here, Izzy, why do you feel like you'd be a great fit for our company?
I feel like I would be a good fit for the company because I have a pretty good network with other college students that I can promote to that I think would also be a good fit for the sales position, and that I can really promote the company in a good, authentic way.
Okay, good. I definitely think that's great. Certainly having a good network and then someone that's willing to get to promote how great our opportunity is something we're looking for. And my last question here, I keep it pretty relatively brief, and I'll explain why I do that here in just a minute. But how do you think working with us could benefit you for your future?
I think it could help me build resume skills that could help me. I also like that Izzy girl you were talking about. I also want to go to dental school, and I feel like this will also help set me apart with other applicants, giving me more experience, and also sort of diversifying what I bring to the table as a person and also my skill set.
Okay, yeah, I can definitely see somebody that wants to pursue being a dentist. You get to diversify your portfolio, stand out from the rest of the other applicants to dental school or for the future. I think that's great to hear. So, Izzy, obviously with a lot of applicants, it really makes it tough to pick our best candidates here. And unfortunately, can't work with everybody that comes to apply. But in your case, a few things I think did stand out. I loved your attitude. I thought you were very positive, very to the point. You were easy to communicate with. I didn't feel like it was hard to struggle communicating with you. You seemed confident in your answers you were able to provide here for today as well. I also think just as somebody that is looking for that further professional experience in a network where you can not only learn to get to promote a service and our role here, but that's going to help you get to promote yourself for the future. I certainly think that's great experience you can continue to add not only to your resume, but for yourself personally. And so between you and me, you definitely sound the kind of person that we're looking for. And I think just for those reasons, I'd like to officially offer you the position. So how does that sound?
That sounds great.
All right, perfect. Well, sounds great. So looking forward to work with you and get you started here in the role and as part of our team, Izzy. So our next available training is going to be on Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. With Janessa Taylor. Janessa runs our entire Northeast region social media management team, so she'll be running your training. I love actually having Janessa run training because she's from our DC Metro division, so she covers all of the DC. She covers all of the Northeast region, but she's from our DC Metro area. She went to UMBC, which is pretty cool. So she's a little bit partial to being to loving on the DC Metro team, which I think is super cool. So you'll really like working with her. So let's go ahead and just have a place we can jot down the times. So we're going to be looking at Friday this upcoming week, the 27th, with Janessa Taylor from 3 to 5 p.m. No conflicts with class or anything Friday afternoon?
That's perfect.
Sounds great. All right. So sounds really good. You'll love working with Janessa. She is like a ball of positivity. She's awesome. So we'll take a minute, too, to get to schedule your first shift with me after training there as well. I do have an opening on, I can either meet with you here Saturday at 11 or I can meet with you at 12:30 on Saturday. Which one's going to work better for you?
Saturday at 11 definitely works best for me.
Sounds good. And sometimes, if you watch a video, like sometimes you just have one time you want to meet with them and you go, hey, how about this one? And they're like, yeah, sure. Because they want to make money. Yeah. As far as training goes, I plan to arrive on Zoom a few minutes early. I'll text you the day of the link of the training. Please find a quiet spot where you can focus. Don't want to be like in your car at a restaurant, of course. And dress code's business casual. Bring something for note taking, your phone and notebook. And if you want to bring some snacks and drinks, totally fine too. Training's a lot of fun, by the way, as well. Janessa, I've been to the program. It's awesome. You'll love it. Probably make a couple friends along the way. By the way, like between now and training, you're probably going to see some people that you'd want to recommend or at least talk to them about it. I'd say don't feel like you have to try and do anything for the job yet. Honestly, I'd rather you not because Janessa will teach you everything you need. We'll teach you the whole process A to Z during training. It's a lot easier then. Sound pretty good?
Yes.
All right, fantastic. So you're all set. Any last questions for me, Izzy?
No, that's it.
All right, sounds great. Well, congratulations again. I look forward to working with you, and I'll see you Friday at 3 for training.
Perfect. Thank you.
There you go. Might have been shorter than a half an hour. It was. Rapport.